so we're ready for the intermediates.
And they always seem to do that very quickly. It's amazing.
And as I said, we've got a great staff.
And we're already off and going.
Morgan Carson, Harley Weiss, Xavier Frazier, Darren Holloway, Christian Seifert, Linus Wood, Jeremy Berg, and Connor Ludolph. And we've called Connor's name a couple of times as well, but it is Clifton Clyde's Christian Seifert and Osborne's Darren Holloway, who have gone under 43, both having run 42 so far. And that is Osborne's Darren Holloway. Hit that hurdle. Now starting to labor a little bit. He's going to get a challenge from the outside.
Kind of a little stutter step there before he took that last hurdle.
Yep. Seifert from Christian Seifert from Clifton Clyde will finish in second. So not the prettiest run by Holloway.
He'll be in lane 5 at 42.8. And also in lane 3, Brady Jeffrey of a pretty good time as well, 42.9 from Mankato Rock Hills. Is a good look at the starter pistol as we get ready to go in another boys 300-meter intermediate hurdles. And again, taking a while as we're off and running though.
First to the hurdle, that was Beckman. And for someone that runs the 300, he has got some size. He is not long and lean like you would think a 300 intermediate guy would be. He has got a little bit of bulk to him, but he's also got a lot of power, and he is showing that here.
Yeah, Dylan Beckman for Centralia had another guy that had a little bulk and had a little speed a long time ago by the name of John Riggins. It was a pretty good track. He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was all right.
Pretty good football player too, if I remember right. And Beckman will take first place from.
They're not
messing around here.
Messing around. They're getting us going here. Cameron Nogel of Sullivan in lane 1. Ryan Stanley of Bennington in lane 2. Wichita County's Sheldon Whalen in lane 3. St. Mary's Colgan's Michael Marietta in lane 4. Tyler Gerhardt in lane 5 from Kinsley. Kaysen McKee of Pleasanton in lane 6. Jason Hart of Syracuse in lane 7. And Allen Northern Heights. Avery Lucas is in lane 8.
Joel McReynolds has the all-time 2A record in the state track and field meet in Class 2A from Stockton. That was back in 1994 at a time of 38.59.
Point in lane 2, look at Jacob Brian Stanley of Bennington, and now starting to give way as the rest of the field starts to pull ahead. And in lane 5, coming away, that is Gerhardt of Kinsley. 5, Cade Hammert of Oakley is in lane 6. Smith Setter's Joel Montgomery is in lane 7. And Jefferson County North's Knox Tweed is in lane 8. They are up and they are underway.
And Devon Waters from Meade, also a pretty good time coming into this preliminary in lane 5.
Yep, absolutely. Very, very capable.
Lane 5, he's in the purple. Let's see. Lane 4 again is out of Breen Academy. That's Toby Pinner.
Yep.
And Pinner in the lead coming down the stretch. Being chased though by Waters from Meade. See, Waters can catch him here at the end. Sometimes it just takes one big leap over that final hurdle, but
nope, not going to happen.
Pinner holds him off. Toby Pinner from Breen Academy will win this heat, followed by Devon Waters from Meade.
One in Class 3A.
And Jared Becker, who we've talked about before from Garden Plain, that fastest seat time, 39.45. But Riley Petz from Cheney, 39.8. Pretty good time as well. Let's see what happens here.
They come around for the final few hurdles.
A nice view there coming down the stretch right at us.
Right, that is Garden Plains. Jared Becker looking very strong as they come out of the shadows.
5, I think that is Riley Petz going to finish second from Cheney.
Someone else's hands or someone else's bad luck or someone else's incredible good fortune.
It's kind of like being behind by one stroke maybe in a golf tournament and being in the clubhouse and hoping somebody messes up, but you don't really want them to mess up.
We will see what happens here as Jose Perez from Lakin is the one to watch. He has gone 39-2. He is in lane 4.
And Mason Engelken from Sabetha in lane 5.
Also, Reese Neville, who's trying to get himself in the fight, but now starting to fall back a little bit.
Christopher Ball from Hoisington in lane 3 came in with a
time of 40.61,
and oh my.
And that was
our man.
That was Perez who fell.
Oh man, he was the favorite.
Kicks that hurdle over, finishes in 4th.
That's a tough break for Jose Perez from Lakin.
You are watching the 2018 Kansas High School State Track and Field Championships. Friday is preliminary day, so the winners today, and in fact first and second, automatically punch their ticket for a spot in the finals, and that's not easily done. There's the things you really worry about here is if you've got someone like, as we look at the 4A boys 200 meter intermediate hurdles, you got to run a clean race. Don't trip on a hurdle, especially if you're a guy that's supposed to be in the championships. That's something you really worry about. Wamegos Stephen Rowdy Bush is in lane 1. Seth Richmond from Paola lane 2. Pratt's Brett Windsor. Carson Oz from Paola. Andale Sawyer Simon. Clay Eckert from Bueller. Columbus's Kel Smith. Marysville's Jacob Backus. And in lane 1, in fact, is Rowdy Bush from Wamego. It looked like lane 4 got it at the very end. Paola's Carson Eltz. That was a pretty good close race. Looks like Paola's Carson Eltz. And I'm sorry if that pronunciation is not correct, but Carson came from behind.
Carson wearing the shades, man.
Win, yeah. 2 seconds, 2.06 better than the second best time. So he is a, without saying anything, he's an amazing favorite. Timothy Lambert. Keep an eye on him. He's in lane 4. Chase Rooney will be on the chase. He's run a 40.54 and a good start indeed for Timothy Lambert from Smoky Valley. Gets over that first hurdle cleanly.
Boy, Lambert makes up a lot of time when he does his leap. So I think he knocked the hurdle down there.
Here's Lambert. Lambert out front. I think he strided that one, but he's so far in front of everybody, it doesn't matter. He's 25 meters in front of everybody. He probably didn't run his cleanest race, but he's going to win it. Who gets second? Lane 3.
Well, as advertised there.
In Class 4A, beating Jacoby Greenwood of Osawatomie's record of 37.93 set 2 years ago here. We talked to Jacoby quite a bit on this broadcast. Now Timmy Lambert, new state record holder in Class 4A.
And we mentioned that 13 records were broke a year ago, and 6 of those performers were back to try it again. I did not expect that record would come in a preliminary. And
every once in a while you see that happen. I'm always kind of impressed by that people aren't holding back in the preliminary.
Class 5A's race, DeSoto's Martin Searcy, Jericho Ochoa from Newton, Emporia's Rafael Vasquez, Tyreek Chandler from Liberal, Kansas City Turner's Davian Scott, Gamaro Rodriguez from Pittsburgh, Topeka Siemens Dawson Piper in lane 7, lane 8 Eli Midyat from Mill Valley, and this in lane 4 is going to be our preliminary winner from Liberal, Tyreek Chandler. Chandler wins the first heat in the Class 5A boys 300. And here we go with Class 5A. This is the second heat. Zachary Kraus, Matthew East, Austin Mullins from Liberal. Wichita Carroll's got 2 performers in this event. Joseph Holthusen, we've seen a couple of times. Cody Marvin and Kentrell Porter from Wichita Heights, Olathe West. James Perry, Frazier Baker in lane 7. And Austin Schaffner from Leavenworth, he is in lane 8. Joe's Holthusen has just, he's going to finish probably second here, but look at the Austin Mullins.
Holthusen, though, just made a move right there. It's going to be close.
Coming close. We got 1 hurdle to go. Good race. 1 and 2. And it's going to be Liberals, Austin Mullins. Mullins wins. Holthusen, he's probably got to be fatigued a little bit. We haven't seen him twice, have we not? Also big teams that generally have good football programs. They generally have good track and field
You had those
programs.
peach baskets and stuff like that.
No, I did not play for James Naismith. I just want to clarify that. I know we've had a question there. Here's Class 6A. Sadie Emily from Wichita East. Shawnee Mission Northwest. Luke Wincullen. Sabino Medrano from Washburn Rural. Hutchinson's Tajon Crow. Keep an eye on him. He's in lane 4. Shawnee Mission North's Isaac Diggs is in lane 5. David Howell in lane 6. He's from Campus. Blue Valley's Justin Schoenfield, Alexander Nickel from Garden City, as we've got 110 meters to go. In lane 4 is Tajon Crow from Hutchinson. He's getting a chase from Shawnee Mission North's Isaac Diggs and David Howell looks like we could have a pretty good finish. And then look at Blue Valley's Justin Schoenfelder's Howell. Howell, last hurdle to go. Lane 5 got him. Lane 5 is going to be Isaac Diggs. And I don't think Tayshawn Crow, who led most of this event, I don't think he got second. So here we go with the second heat in Class 6A in the last boys side, the boys 300 intermediate hurdles. As Peyton Cahoon of Hutchinson is in lane 1, Shawnee Mission West Cameron Shelton, A.J. Shields of Olathe South is in lane 3, and he's got a teammate right next to him. In lane 4 is Emmanuel Ukwona. Jamarcus Plato from Junction City is in lane 5. We've seen him once today. Manhattan's Maxwell Lansdowne. Shawnee Mission West Kirby Grigsby. Olathe East Raekwon Lewis is in lane 8. Good start, good race so far for A.J. Shields and his teammate Emmanuel Ukwona so far. As we're halfway through this boys intermediate hurdles, got 150 meters to go. One hurdle hits the track in lane 7. And then around the curve, lane 5. Looks like Junction City's Jamarcus Plato, but he's getting passed by Manhattan's Maxwell Lansdowne. Manhattan's Lansdowne. We got a Junction City Manhattan duel.
I think they've
Lane 4
gone
and 5.
at it before.
Lane 4 is going to get it. That's going to be Emmanuel Ukwona from Olathe South.